Welcome your lovely face back to Rebel Results. So if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically a series where I pretend to be a therapist to you rebels because surprisingly people come to me for advice and basically I try and help you get through any problems that you are going for. So with that said, today we actually have three kind of interesting, in fact really interesting issues to go through from one of you rebels. Or three of you rebels. Shit, that screwed up. Okay, you guys get what I mean, right? It's one of those videos, or that kind of series, right, where you just sit back, you have like some chips or crisp or popcorn, literally whatever you like to snack on. Like, if you like to eat fucking pencils, then eat pencils, grab yourself a pencil, sharpen it up and eat that shit, right? Because it's one of those videos where you enjoy yourself and just listen to my voice. And if you don't like my voice, then this is probably the worst video for you, so it's probably best for you to click off. And if you guys do have any life issues that you are going through right now, or just like any issues in general, right, and you would like advice from me, and I guess yeah, that's pretty much it, then drop it in the comment section below. That is if you do not want to be anonymous. If you do want to be anonymous, then send it to my Instagram DM or my YouTube messages. So yeah, but let's jump into this. Okay, it's time for a Rebel Therapist to come into action. So basically, the first one we have is a really interesting one because it's something that I have experienced, kind of like all the issues in today's video, should I say. So that's what's going to make this one a lot more interesting. So it says, don't say my name in the actual video. So with that said, this is an anonymous person. But pretty much my mom is making me quit YouTube for no reason at all. And I really don't want to. So this is something, like I said before, that I can relate to, and I guess almost every single YouTuber can relate to. If you have parents that care about you or someone that cares about you, this would have happened to you. And if this hasn't happened to you, it doesn't mean that your parents don't care about you or no one cares about you. I was just trying to be funny. Please don't hate me. I'm sorry, okay? I was just literally trying to make jokes for fun. Okay, I'm sorry. Definitely over a year ago, maybe coming up to 2 years, I was at this very position. My parents told me to quit YouTube, and that was it. Like, I literally just had to put it behind me. Now, I just want to throw it out here. YouTube is my hobby, if you guys didn't know. It started off as a hobby, and right now, as this moment in time, it still is a hobby. And forever, how long I do this stuff for, it will always remain a hobby, because I've always told myself I would never want to do this as a job, simply because personally, for me, my feelings, I would feel I would become dependent on it, and all in all, it would take the fun out of YouTube for me, and that's what I don't want to happen. Now, don't get me wrong, I know so many people that do YouTube for like full-time as a job. I guess pretty much every single YouTuber I know is doing it as a job right now, and I respect them 100% because this is like a freaking insane job, right? But for me, I just can't do that because I would feel it would take the fun out for me. But that's sort of besides the point, but it's leading on to what I'm gonna say to this, my response, should I say. So my parents told me I had to leave YouTube because I'm 19 years old, and a year ago obviously I was 18 years old, or even 17 years old. Like I said, I can't remember how long ago exactly it was, but it was definitely not longer than 2 years ago. So I'm at that age where I have no idea what I'm doing in my life. Like, seriously, if anyone wants to like help me out with my life advice and stuff like that, and you know, tell me what I'm doing in my life, that would be great. You know, hit me up via my email and stuff. Possibly send me a small loan of like $10 million. I'd really appreciate that. But like I said, I'm at that stage, right? And I guess apparently it's normal. This is what I heard from everyone that is older than 21. In between the time of being 18 and 21, you have no idea what you're doing with your life. And it stays like that until 21. And if you still have no idea what you're doing with your life after 21, the chances are you're actually not doing anything with your life, like literally. But I don't want to get to that stage. But the reason I was told to basically leave YouTube is because of college and stuff like that, and then I need to get a real job. For my parents, they just always saw me in this room constantly recording videos, and that was it. Like, I'd hibernate, literally. I'd come home and hibernate. I definitely understand where they were coming from, so it makes sense to be in their position. But for me, obviously, it was a different story. But the reason usually you get told to stop doing YouTube is because they don't understand the concept of it, and they just want you to do the best that you possibly can in school, college, and just life in general. Because believe it or not, this can affect everything. Like, it can affect school, which it did for me. I don't care though, because like I said, I love it. But looking back on it, it probably wasn't the best of ideas. But just stuff like that. This is like what parents see, or anyone that cares for you and says this stuff to you C's. So you gotta understand that point, but with that said, I wouldn't say give up. I wouldn't say quit it, right? My answer to this and my advice to you is don't quit YouTube, but just slow it down, understand what your parents are saying, and try and do the best you possibly can in school, but don't always leave this behind, because if it's your hobby, go for it. Like, in life, you gotta take chances, dude, and you will never know the outcome until you do that. And I learned that way, and I'm sure so many other people have learned that way, but you just gotta do it, okay? But like I said, slow it down. Don't, I guess, be on it every single second making videos and stuff like that, but explain your I guess, your point of view of this to your parents, and maybe they will understand, because everyone takes it in a different way. But that's all I can really say. It's one of those things that you need to experience, because it can go in so many different ways. But I've known so many people that have gone through this, and it's definitely normal. But best of luck, buddy, and yeah, YouTube is cool, man. Don't quit it, dude. So the next issue that we do have is someone being cool at high school. So it says, how do I be cool at high school? I'm in year 7. I'm always by myself at break and lunch. How do I get friends at school? Hashtag rebel advice. So in year 7, at least in the UK, which is basically the first year of high school, aka secondary school here in the UK, sorry, which makes you about, I believe, 12 or 13 years old, because my little sister is about to enter that in September, and I think she's 12 years old. I think. I don't actually know. Shit, she might be 11, but it's just one of those ages. It's either 12 or 13, okay? So you're still super young. So what I can say is, do not try to be cool. Like, literally, do not try to be cool, because I've seen this, right? The people that are cool are the people that become uncool as they go along, because what is a common thing for every single person at your age who is cool is they do things and kind of follow a crowd just to simply be cool and all that sort of stuff, and think they're popular and they have so many friends. Let me tell you the truth, dude, right? When you get older, let's say in secondary school, you have a shit ton of friends. Like, in secondary school, I had so many friends, literally, like, people that they were my friends, right? And they still are today, don't get me wrong, but as you get older, it just slowly goes down and down and down. So let's say you start with 50 friends, you drop down to like 30, you drop down to 10, you drop down to 3, and even if you have 3 actual friends, like, that's fucking amazing, man. You're popular as shit. Like, I'm not even joking, right? But the thing is, don't try and be someone you're not, okay? Seriously, do not try and be someone you're not, because that's just the worst thing to do. Honestly, take my advice. I was never a cool guy at high school, but that basically happening was good for me, because I still had friends, like I said, and that was just because I was myself. And being yourself is being cool, trust me, okay? So don't ever try and categorize yourself as cool unless you are being yourself. It's just an instant thing. Be yourself and you will get the friends that are like you and that you can get along with, and yeah, trust me, dude, it will help. So best of luck, dude, and just keep that in the back of your head, okay? Seriously, it's key, because I know in secondary school people are dickheads, and it's just life, dude. You gotta, I guess, get through it. But you will have friends. Everyone is your friend, but you just don't know it, okay? Now, the last life issue we have is kind of like, I don't know if I would say this is funny. It's just the way it was put, okay? So I'm going to read it out. I'm ugly as shit. What do I do? Everyone makes fun of me. Shit, I screwed that up. Wow. Let me read that again. I'm ugly as shit. What do I do? Everyone makes fun of me. Okay, so let me throw it out there. No one is ugly, okay? Think of it this way. There will always be someone uglier than you. Let that sink in. Use Google Images, dude. You will find that person. And believe it or not, there's someone probably uglier than them, sorry, that just hasn't even made it to Google. So let that sink in, because believe it or not, everyone is beautiful in their own way. Trust me, okay? Like I said, there's always someone uglier than you. As for people making fun of you, dude, that happens. That's just part of life. I've been made fun of, but the older you get, you realize some things are just a joke. People banter around and stuff like that. But in secondary school, being young, people just want to be dicks, and you gotta let that happen, because those people just don't get anywhere in life, okay? So don't let it get to you when someone makes fun of you, because it's not even like you showing them that you care. It's not even worth it, dude. Literally, it's not worth it, because they're only gonna get satisfied from it. You're gonna feel crap, and you're just basically gonna make their life better. But that's pretty much gonna turn to shit in a few years, I guess you could say. Maybe even sooner, like, who knows? But you're gonna be the dude who's gonna come out the mature person and stuff like that, okay? Making fun of someone is not funny. I mean, depending, sometimes it can be funny, but like, all bullying aside here, obviously, like when you joke around and stuff like that, it can be funny, but don't ever call yourself ugly. Don't, I guess, make yourself feel like shit. What it seems like just from reading your comments, sorry, should I say, you don't really have confidence in yourself, and that's something I experienced growing up. I was very like unconfident in myself. I was like not confident at all, any way, shape or form. I hated showing my arms. Like, even when it was summertime, I'd keep a jumper on, dude. Like, that's how bad it was, because I always felt I was skinny, and I just, oh dude, like, showing my arms was like freaking, oh god, like, that was next level shit for me, right? I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I always thought people would take the fun out of me. Getting changed in the PE rooms, like, I'd put my PE kit underneath my actual uniform, just so I didn't have to show my body. Although there was nothing wrong with it, I didn't have confidence in myself. And as I grew up, I learned to become comfortable, and I'm comfortable now. Like, I have my arms out right now, like I'm wild and shit. So yeah, it's just one of those things, dude. You gotta build up your confidence, and the sooner you learn to not let people's comments get to you, the better it will get sooner. Okay, so best of luck to you, MeTubeMT. What a name, dude. 10 out of 10. Sort that shit out. I'm joking. Best of luck, dude. And with that said, that's gonna wrap up this video. So hopefully you finished eating your pencil, your chips, your crisp, or whatever the fuck you was eating. Hopefully it was something cool though, like a donut, because it's just one of those videos that you need it, because the chances were I probably put no gameplay in the video, so it really was one of those videos where you just had to listen to my voice. But I hope you guys have yourselves a rest of a really awesome day. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and remember not to let bullies get to you. Remember that they will turn into pieces of poop in the next couple of years or even sooner, and you're gonna become the mature person and successful as shit. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, hope you have an awesome day, and adios amigos.